John Draper, also known as Captain Crunch, is a widely known figure in the communities of phone phreaking, programming, hacking, and security. Born in March 1943, and the son of an Air Force engineer, John built his first home radio station from discarded military components. After college, Draper enlisted in the U.S. Air Force in 1964. While stationed in Alaska, he assisted his colleagues in making long-distance phone calls by accessing a local switch. In 1967, while stationed in Maine, he set up a pirate radio station in nearby Dover Foxcroft, but was forced to shut it down when a legally licensed station objected. In 1968, after an honorable discharge, he moved to Silicon Valley and worked briefly for National Semiconductor as an engineering technician, and then Hugel International, where he worked on designing early versions of the cordless phone. During this period of his life, he worked as a DJ for a local station in Cupertino. When John was in the early years of his interest in pirate radio, he decided to broadcast a phone number to gauge listeners' reception of the station. A call from Danny Teresi, also interested in pirate radio, would lead to Draper's introduction to the world of phone phreaking. Phone phreaks are a group of people with an interest in phone networks and studying how they work. Teresi and others among the group who were blind learned of John's knowledge of electronic design and asked him to build a multi-frequency tone generator, which would become known as the Blue Box. The Blue Box was used to generate tones, which would afford its users the ability to control phone networks. Draper later stumbled upon a toy whistle packaged in with the cereal Cap'n Crunch that produced a 2600 Hz tone, hence his moniker, Captain Crunch. When designing the Blue Box, he was assisted by Joy Bubbles, who could accurately identify frequencies and, while blind like Teresi, could whistle a 2600 Hz tone without the aid of a whistle. In 1971, Ron Rosenbaum, who had written a profile for Esquire on Joy Bubbles, had interviewed and written an article about John, which had conferred upon him celebrity status among the counterculture and phreaking community. The article would lead to his arrest in 1972 for toll fraud, leading to 5 years probation. After serving 2 prison sentences in 1976 and 1978 for phone fraud, Draper would go on to develop Easy Writer for the Apple II, while working as a contractor for Apple. The application would later be ported to the IBM PC. He would later go on to work for companies such as Autodesk and 2Go and Shop IP. If you found this video interesting, please like and share to help us grow our following. Even consider subscribing.